Now, the bill also canvasses the rotation of the presidency among the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. Now, let me bring you this one now. The 2.7 billion naira contract fraud trial of the immediate past Minister of Aviation Hadi Sirika opened on Monday with a former director of procurement in the Federal Ministry of Aviation, Azubike Okorie, testifying against him. Well, Sirika is actually standing trial alongside his daughter Fatima, son-in-law Jalal Hama, and their company Al Burak Investment Limited. All right, but then finally, though, the Ogun State Police Command has apprehended Junsanya Oni on charges of allegedly stealing electric cables valued at about 650,000 naira in the Isonyi community located in the Ijebu Northeast local government area of the state. Well, it was gathered that the suspects were nabbed on June 7, 2024. Okay, they were nabbed, like, they were still trying to sell the allegedly stolen items. They get mine, Sha. Anyways, though, let's move away from that and bring the front pages of Nigerian newspaper into your audiovisual consciousness, and that will be looking at quite a number of the dailies right there, because we've got quite a number of them, and I will not waste any time without further ado to bring it to your audiovisuals. But let's look at this day. Yeah, this day made it into the list today, right? This day newspaper for today, and the big story right there says lawmakers seek rotational presidency, 6 years, single term for president, governors in proposed bills. All right, that is the front page of the This Day newspaper. Well, that story began on the front page, and it should be continued on page 14. I got sharp eyes now, if you ask me. I see this one now, yet another story. Labor's deadline for new wage expires today. LCCI calls for flexibility in negotiation. You should find that story continued as well on page 14. Page 14 seems to be popular now. Well, it's got 2 writers to it. States urge federal government to gradually phase out electricity subsidies in power sector. Second writer say money spent on inefficient costs. Okay, so I see this one just underneath the This Day newspaper banner. FAC disburses 1.143 trillion naira as Federation account grossed over 2.324 trillion naira in May. Page 14 has got that story now, and that would be all for the This Day newspaper for today. All right, let's move away from This Day now and take you to the guard that is standing beside a van. I guess that's why they call it a Vanguard newspaper. All right, Vanguard newspaper, big story. 10th National Assembly, 24 senators have no bill in 1 year. Ooh, Lord. Page 5 has got that story now. Okay, so it's got 3 writers to it. The first writer, 85 senators sponsor 279 bills. Ooh, okay. Second writer, Bamidele leads with 23, Barao 17, Sani Musa 8. All right, and the last writer to that one, Umahi, sponsored 1 bill before accepting ministerial appointments. Can you believe that? Just before he accepted that one, he still sponsored a bill, and yet we have 24 senators having no bill in 1 year. Anyways, though, above the Vanguard newspaper banner now, I see this one. It says banks borrow 10.9 trillion naira from CBN in 1 month as deposits rise 120%. Page 19 has got that story. To page
internet. You can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Naira minimum wage.
Log on to our website www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
Of 6 years for
playing the best music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is
102.3.
And this one on page 14, some more loop emerges. Okay, Southwest.
Long weekend.
Chairman of Southwest.
Spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins.
Who's ready for winter? Let's take you to the Nation newspaper.
Nobody, me either.
The front page of Nation newspaper.
Through our
Southwest
research
governors
and
go
policy
into
members,
massive
we have
food production.
identified the challenges facing youth
This is
civic
serious
participation.
Now let's
Now
give you just two
it's
writers
time
that follow
to
that big
equip
story.
you with
Region
the tools
rejects
you need
Yoruba
to engage with
agitation.
government
Okay,
agencies
state
and elected
police.
leaders
And the second writer,
effectively.
Sonwolu,
Are you
is
tired
chair.
of feeling
Alrighty.
sidelined in
He
the
made
governance
it. Congratulations
process?
to
Do you
you,
want to
Sonwolu.
make a
I see
difference
this one
in
at the
your
base,
community?
base,
Don't let your voice go
Combination
unheard.
newspaper.
Tune in to
Law
Eagles
failed to
102.3
execute
FM
2.8
Abuja every
billion
Tuesday
naira
at
contract.
11 a.m. on the
Ex-director
civic
tells
marches
court to
and
pay.
From Milky Way to Earth,
Got that
everywhere
story.
there's
Now,
internet,
the
you can
Nation
connect with
newspaper
Eagles
banner now,
102.3 FM
Nigerian
Abuja.
Edun tells multinational.
Log on to our website, www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
That's good.
Playing the best music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is
102.3
Financial stability and
Long weekend.
Spend this holiday locked in. My body got rid of them toxins. Nobody, me either.
102.3.
Make laws
Through
for
our
states,
research
says George.
and policy members,
And the
we
second
have
writer, states
identified the
government
challenges
false
facing
LHC
youth
judgment.
civic
And the last one,
participation.
Lloyd.
Now
Verdict.
it's time to equip you with the tools you need
Verdict
to
what?
engage with government agencies
Unassailable.
and elected
Okay, I
leaders
see that.
effectively.
Verdict
Are you tired
unassailable.
of feeling
Righty.
sidelined
And,
in
this
the
is gonna be
governance
the last one.
process
Our
to
Google
make a
replaces
difference in
Arase
your
as
community?
yes,
Don't let your
and
voice
that
go
should be found on
unheard.
page
Tune in
25.
to
And
Eagles
finally,
102.3
31
FM
now.
Abuja every
Eagles
Tuesday
World Cup
at 11 a.m.
qualifiers.
on the civic
Qualification.
marches.
Shaky.
From Milky
Very,
Way
very
to
much in
Earth,
the
everywhere there's
hurry to bring the
internet,
shaky part.
you can connect with
Seriously, I'm
Eagles
sure not a lot of
102.3
people
FM
are happy
Abuja.
with the
Log on to our
leadership of
website,
George
www.eaglesfm.com.
right there as it's still
Follow
shaky
and
at the
engage with
moment.
us
Bringing
now
this one
on
right here to you
Facebook,
now with the
Twitter,
Guardian newspaper.
TikTok at
Piecemeal
Eagles FM
restructuring
Abuja,
go
Instagram
as
at Eagles
House
FM
revives
1023.
single 6
Download our
year
apps on your
tenure
Android and
bill
iOS
after
stores.
4 failed
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can count on.
playing the best music from yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is
102. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja.
Don't suggest it.
Log on to our website, www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023. Download our apps on your Android and iOS stores. Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you.
Page 4, it's got that story. And seeing this one right here, it says aircraft carrying Malawi vice president missing, search underway. Quite a sad story right there. Page 11 has got that one. Now to page 21, Dangote Sinotruk target 60% local content with new plant. All right, I'm seeing this one and it's seeing me too. We're seeing each other. 30 reps advocate 6-year single term for presidents, governors. And you should find that story on page 14 of the Daily Trust. Now taking you to page 9, if I'm not mistaken. Hoodlums jump fence, steal Salah Ram in FCT Council. Hoodlums. All right, I see this one now on page 7. Bandits kill 4 officers, 22 others in Katsina. And that's what police has got to say. And now we just move away from the Daily Trust newspaper. In case you're just tuning in, this is the pages on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we bring the front pages of Nigerian newspapers into your audiovisual consciousness. Because, yes, you gave us the bragging right. All right, and this is the Punch newspaper right about now. With the Punch newspaper, the big story: smuggled Nigerian petrol floods West African markets, sells 1,700 naira per liter. Are you serious now? Page 2 has got that story smuggled. Well, it's got two riders to it, though. Petrol hits 1,672 naira to a liter in Benin. Oh, that's Benin. All right. Cameroon, 2,062 naira, and in Liberia 1,428 naira, and Mali 2,128 naira. Second rider to that story, 280,000 liters intercepted in Adamawa, Sokoto, Kebbi, Katsina, Borno, Taraba, Ogun. 280,000 liters intercepted within the northern region. What's going on? Well, anyways, you'd find that one on page 2 of the Punch newspaper right there. Still looking at the pages right there with the Punch newspaper. I see this one at the base. Southwest Governors Forum insists on state police elect Sanwo-Olu chair. All right, you should find the story on page 6. I got sharp eyes. All right, and see this one right here at the base. It says reps propose what? Rotational presidency. Okay, reps propose rotational presidency right there. And yes, that is the story that is going on, for that one. And you'd find it on page 19. And now to page 4. Police foil American suicide attempt on third mainland bridge. What happened? All right. Well, police, well done to you. All right. Now let's see this one on page 14. Quite popular now. 2.7 billion naira fraud. Ex-director testifies against Sarika. Yeah. Okay. So that would be that. And let's go just to the side of the Punch newspaper banner now. Tinubu removes Arase as PSC chair, appoints Arugungu. And you should find that story on page 29, or beg your pardon, 28 of the Punch newspaper. Now to the apex, to the apogee, to the height of it, to the peak of it, to the top of it, however you want to put it. Just know it's had to be on the high side, right? Of the front page of the Punch newspaper right now. I see the story, and it says minimum wage, labor insists on 250,000 naira awaits Tinubu's verdict. Okay, so labor is insisting right there on 250,000 naira awaits Tinubu's verdict, and it's got one writer to it. NLC president berates governor, says president will do the right thing. Yeah, right. I like your faith in our president, my president. Page 28. It's got that story. Now, this is going to be the last one with the Punch newspaper now. And this one you would find on page 18 of the Punch newspaper. Federal government services debt with $2.2 billion in 5 months. CBN has got that to say. Alrighty, now let's get on to the very last daily now. That will be the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Okay, it's got a couple of writers, the big stories gracing the front page of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. 35 reps seek rotational presidency, single tenure of 6 years. Page 15, it's got that story. One writer follows suit. Institute over 50 reform bills. Wow. Okay, I see this one now. Federal government, states, local government share 1.143 trillion naira May revenue. What a sharing thing. Page 6 now. NNPCL disowns reports on alleged inflated subsidy claims. Page 6 has got that story. Now to page 30. Tinubu removes Arase as a police service commission chairman. And to page 3. Reps probe increase in electricity tariff today. All right, let's get one writer. Minister of Power discos to make presentations. Reps, please probe. Okay, right. Rivers crisis now. Attorney General disagrees with court's ruling on 26 Rivers Assembly members. Page 15 has got that story now. Still at the base now of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Protest rocks Ondo over EFCC invasion of nightclubs. It's got one writer to it. Police, state government call for calm. Page 26 is heralding that story. Now I'm taking you to page 30 of the Nigerian Tribune newspaper. Okay, so page 30. Labor never contemplated 100,000 naira wage, let alone 62,000 naira. All right, NLC has got that to say. It's got 2 riders. Debunks rumor of strike resumption today. All right, second rider, federal government receives reports of new minimum wage from committee. Righty. Okay, and let's go just above the Nigerian Tribune newspaper banner now. Southwest governors restate supports for state police. And it's got 2 riders. Appoint Sanwo-Olu as forum's chairman. Adopt anthem for region. Okay, page 16. And to page 7 now. Okay, I should move away from that one right there, as it's not very, very important to the conversation. This one is going to be the last one now. Page 7. Liquidity bane of power sector. All right, liquidity bane of power sector. Finance minister has got that to say. That's where we'll pull the plugs for the front pages, but not, of course, from taking your reaction, as this is the time where you get to let me into which of these headlines jumps at you, pops at you, tickles your fancy, or begs for your reaction. But as you do so, you already know you've got to keep it short and simple, go straight to the point, and address the issue. Do not attack personality, and finally be civil and responsible. I've not handed down the numbers to you. 0907-353-0044 is that number to call. The other number 0908-766-8888. The WhatsApp portal number, where the voice notes, where the WhatsApp message, and as well text message will do, is 0909-705-4450. And you know that we can come across to you across social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, X, TikTok. We are there. All right, so get on there and show some love. Taking this call. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay, we would take that call later. Let's take yet another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Daniel. Good morning.
Good morning to you, please.
Yes, my name is Apostle Osolife from Apple.
Apostle Osolife, welcome aboard. Let's have your take.
Okay. Yes, my take goes like this: that if you have multiple problems, you take the bigger one and solve it.
Okay.
If scarcity of food of cane, we know the cause of it. All this going around and grazing cow have been causing Nigeria a lot of problems. I thought that our president have to come up and say that this thing will have to be stopped. In America, in Holland, they produce milk and beef too much, but the cow doesn't go here and there to be grazing. But in Nigeria, we have seen that this thing has been causing a lot of damage in this country, and the parliament, they don't want to discuss it and stop this thing, so that those that have ability.
All right, Apostle Osolife. If I'm not mistaken, I don't think that was part of the headlines today. I would love for us to stick to the headlines for today. All right. Thank you. Anyways, though, thank you for that. Let's stick to the headlines. Hello, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning to you, please, Moses. How are you doing?
Moses, yeah, you got it right.
That's right. Of course I did. Yeah, talk to me, Moses.
Yeah. Northeast is at risk of food hunger. Is that one of your headlines?
Well, yeah, of course. Quite a number.
I believe that the House should pass a bill, because we have 2 challenges in this country, major challenges that affected the ordinary Nigerian.
Okay.
The number one of it is food insecurity and life, the insecurity of life.
Mm-hmm.
These 2 powerful points is what the Nigerian masses are looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Passing bill for 6 years or whatsoever is not our concern now. We should concentrate on these 2 powerful problems facing this country. Our naira has no value. When you take money to buy food, because the numbers of challenges of hunger that is going on in our country is one of the major challenges. The insecurity of life and the food insecurity.
Right.
Yeah. If there is a danger that the food we have on the ground is not enough, then let them open border and do subsidy on food that will enable Nigerians to be at peace.
Okay.
There was an announcement in your session some few months ago that the silos will be open. Government will produce food for the masses. I don't know whether they have done that. And somebody rightly said on this station that our silos, there was nothing there. They are just giving us empty promises.
Right.
So what we are facing now, UD, is the issue of food security and life security. So
okay.
This challenge. It's an emergency.
Okay, okay, Moses. Thank you so much, Moses. Food security and life support, or life security, however you like to put it, Moses says, is what we should face and tackle already. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Yes,
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I hope you prepare yourself well. Rain about to talk our side.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
Yes?
Yes.
Good weather. If you not allow, make the look like nothing concern. What I want to say, I greet our caller, especially my dad, the man of Matthew Salasi. What I want to say now, open border, you don't have anything to do with Nigeria again. What we do here for, we are begging government, we are begging our president, may tackle issue of security. We have many land to farm. Since how many years now they say they want to open border for us? Up till now, the one way they open, we give the food is up to us, the answer say no. The rebel about their minimum wage, make them collect like that because make everybody now. So everybody now go free afford food now to buy. Even though they increase their minimum wage, now the poor people they feel and not the better they feel. Anything peanut wey they give there, make them affect people like that because they start at the beginning. People say that they serious for beginning, they fight for common man. Anything wey they say, out of ourselves we go listen for them. Senator they go listen for them. As if they say they start for themselves, that is why they give the peanut and the peanut go do them. If they want to let their lesson, make them start for common man by biggie fair price come down, by biggie price of things for market come down, by tackle issue of security for Nigeria. 3 things now they beg them. If they do that, they are like bye-bye.
All right, thank you so much, Blessing, for that one. Appreciated. Giving the government what they should do to make things in life easier and better. Hello, good morning.
Good
morning to you.
Good morning.
Yeah.
This
Bright. Bright, of course. Exactly. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Bless you more.
UD.
Yes, please.
We have wicked rulers in country. Why do I say so? How can you, if somebody that is in Nigeria, give your fellow human being 62,000 naira? Somebody that has a family, how much is their light bill? How much is house rent? And look, let me tell you, sometimes when we talk in Nigeria, it seems as if to say we are reading novels. You call yourself a president, you call yourself a governor, you call yourself a senator. When you are sick, you travel abroad to go and treat yourself. What is the difference between me and the Tinubu? What is the difference? Are we not the people that gave him the mandate? We abroad. Okay, do you know that in this Nigeria, a minister under Buhari, education minister, Nigerian students are on 6 months or 8 months strike, and he went abroad to celebrate his kid that was graduating from a university in London. Is that not wickedness? Look at them when they are traveling. They use 100 SUVs, 40 along the road and travel. If they are operating a business, will they put fuel or will they fuel those of exorbitant and extravagant lifestyle? That's what I tell you, they are wicked. They don't care for the masses. Look at the condition of schools in Nigeria. They don't have light, they don't have computer, but when they want to write jam, they say it's computer based. So where would they learn it? And when they want to write jam, they stop money from parents and they ask, is there education in Nigeria for the highest leader or for what? Look, we don't have leaders in Nigeria. We have people that want to skin us alive.
Okay.
Oh, in fact, Nigeria, weep.
All right. Get it. I get it. Oh, emotions running high there. Right, sentiments running deeply. But then, thank you for at least trying as much as you can, to curtail its excesses. But the truth has to be said, and you've spoken your truths, right? We're still taking your calls and reaction. This is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you.
Yes, good morning to you.
Barrister Odo.
Right, Barrister Hassan, welcome aboard. That's right. From Airport. Exactly.
Good morning to all the listeners. New minimum wage negotiation. Negotiations end today. That's what Labour is saying.
Right.
You see, we are compared to restate the fact that instead of just clamoring for an arbitrary increase in salary of a minute segment of Nigerian workforce, the Nigerian Labour Congress, in fact, all Nigerians should fight for the widespread availability of what workers normally spend their salaries on.
Okay.
In other words, how can we, as a people, ensure that cheap food items, housing, transportation, educational and health facilities, electricity are readily available to all and sundry, to all Nigerians. At the time we do this, we shall discover that without unnecessarily increasing taxes or wages, we are able to take care of our needs as Nigerians.
Right.
But by focusing sole attention on just increasing salaries, we are inviting mega inflation, excruciating suffering in Nigeria.
Right.
Because there is no commensurate increase in the availability of what this increase in money will address.
Okay.
So let us put on our thinking cap.
All right, Barrister.
And ensure that we do the right thing in Nigeria.
Yeah.
May God bless Nigeria. May God bless on Nigeria.
All right, may God bless you too, Barrister Hassan, right there. It says, let's not have a misplacement of priority, right? Rather than talk about wage increment, there are other things that in Nigeria Labour Congress, or if you like, the organized labor, should indeed, butter themselves with, and not just the wage increment. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Barrister Daniel.
Good morning to you.
Sir.
Good morning to you, my brother.
Thank you very much.
Yes. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Donatus. Right. Donatus. Exactly.
I read all the callers and listeners. Barrister Daniel, I
yes,
don't
please.
know when Labour become the torchlight of federal government. When they are campaigning, did they tell us that it's Labour that's going to tell them what to do or what to not do? I don't know. Okay. Labour should also come into their salary and say one or two things so that we know how much they are receiving. You understand? I don't know what all this front and back movement.
Right.
Common salary will take federal government for good money. Is it a politics? It's even more politics. This is lie. Propaganda government. You understand? And for 6 or 8 what you cannot do in 4 years or 8 years, you can never do it in 6 years. You can never do it in 6 years. Okay?
Right.
It will not work. What we want, let the RF to flow this time around. Let the electoral system work. This is what we will need. Either 10 or 20 10. Let the RF work. So I know that if the RF will work, most of them will not smell that. They will not smell that position. Why? Because they are not capable.
Right.
That's my take. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, something has to work so that we are able to sieve the wheat from the tares. Is what you're saying. Hello, good morning.
Hello, my brother.
Good morning to you. Yes, please.
GB calling.
GB, welcome aboard. Right, let's get into it.
Yes. Those who are the rest that are proposing single tenure of 6 years and the rest, I'm telling you, is dead on arrival.
Oh.
And they are saying that it's to prevent the corruption and the rest. Let me tell you, if somebody wants to be corrupt, even if we give him 1 day, he will still steal the money. So that will not prevent corruption. And saying that you have 2 vice presidents, one with this, one with that. Let me tell you, those things will get on arrival. Just as they laid on the table that they announced it, that thing will not pass. That thing will not pass first reading. Also, I want to commend the governors of the Southwest coming together to see how they increase food on food production. The governors are the one that owns the land and are the one that clear to the people. So if governors can come together to see how they can support the farmers in the area of machinery, agriculture extension workers, and the rest of it, seedling and the rest, and to encourage off-season farming, that means all year-round farming, dry season and rainy season farming. I think we'll not have problem of food inflation in Nigeria. So because if the governor can support them and give them the land, we have able youth all over Nigeria in the millions. If they create farm settlements for them and give them all that they need, solar systems, solar lights, schools, education, health center, and our youth corps that are serving to serve as a doctor, as an engineer, and the rest of them, teachers in those places, you will see that I think we not have well of food inflation. Also, they need to make rural area accessible. Many rural farmers cannot bring their farm produce to Nigeria, to the market. And the area of also flood and erosion is only the farmer. So they have a lot to do there so that it can help the farmer to produce more food. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, GB, for that one. You are vibrating from Life Camp. Right, you can still join the conversation. 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. The WhatsApp portal number is 0909 705 4450. Hello and good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, brother.
Good morning to you.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, my name is UD. I'm calling you from Asokoro right now, sir.
UD, welcome aboard from Asokoro.
Yes.
Let's have your take.
Yes, I'm fine. The rain is falling right now.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Thanks for that piece of information.
Yes.
All right, let's go into it.
Yeah, so I just what tickles my interest is you see the constitution of the 1999 constitution that we have in Nigeria. We really need to restructure it. That is why you see, even though we put, forgive me to use Bishop Pastor Kuka as the president of Nigeria, he may not perform because the constitution itself is faulty. So definitely about the labor and the executive, you see, what we are deliberating on is not the money, the amount of the salary.
Right.
You see, the what we call essential commodities that everybody needs, me and you and everybody, both the president, so high. So they really need to, the Ministry of the Commission, price control, need to really do their work. For example, let me use Saudi Arabia. For more than 15 years, most of their commodities the price are just there. It's only mineral and cigarette that there's a little bit shift. So my brother, let's just tell this our leaders. They are trying their best. The country with 774 LGAs as an entity called Nigeria is sick. But they really need to do something because we are sitting. Let me just tell you my mind. We are sitting on the keg of gunpowder.
Okay, we hope this one does not explode. Anyways, thank you, UD, for that one, and it feels good to hear my name, from another person bearing it. Feels good. All right. Well, UD is saying, man, the needs of Nigerians goes beyond and deeply, and it's time that we begun to reshape the Constitution itself. Well, we'll take this one and then we get into the WhatsApp portal. Hello, good morning.
Sayudi, good morning.
Good morning to you, please.
Yeah, my name is Suleiman. I'm Fulani from National Assembly.
Suleiman, welcome aboard.
Yes, sir. Let me just make it briefly.
Of course.
Yes, sir. The issue of this 6 years in office. I'm not seeing this one is an issue in our country now. Really, I wonder why always our National Assembly try to divert our attention. We are talking about the hardship insecurity in the country. I think they were supposed to be talking about the insecurity or how to reduce the high cost of the things in the market. But they seem to care what is going in the country or like a lie, Master UD. I wonder why always, like I said, they are trying to divert our attention.
Right.
Look at people always are shouting, go to the market. Even I know that they are not going to the market. It's not their problem. If back of life will say 1 million, well, it's not their problem. They already have the money to buy it. You understand? We are always calling in this government. I know that yes, we are the one that campaign for this government, left, right, center, day and night, wallahi, but does not mean that if things is bad, we cannot tell the government, not especially the Alhaji Ahmed Tinubu administration. People are passing through hardship, wallahi. People are in different kind of problems. So they are not afford to eat 3 times a day now. You understand? So I know that yes, our leaders, whether I don't know whether leaders we have or rulers in this country, but we are begging them in the name of Allah. Even they cannot do the sake of the masses, they should remember God is going to ask each and everyone, even me that is talking now. I know that yes, God will ask me on my own, but they should know that they are the one that took an oath that they are going to protect life and property. They will do the needful for all their constituency. What to some people constituency, wallah, you will cry with their eyes. So please, they should have fear of Allah. They should have sympathy of the humanity. They should do the needful. Nigerians always are crying in different platforms on social media.
All right, Suleiman.
The Almighty Allah says so. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Suleiman and Fulani, for that one. Well, I mean, we all will stand and give account. And then you said something, that really hits, and that would be the place of, do we have leadership or do we have rulership? And you also went on to making it clear that, look, we should be our brother's keeper. It's just very necessary for us to do that so that we can have that human feelings, and together we grow. Because I've never seen a country that's ruled by leaders alone where there's no followers. I've never seen a country where there are only followers and no leaders. So yeah, I mean, it's a pari passu kind of interaction. Well, let's just get on to the WhatsApp at this point. I see your call coming through, but we should take the WhatsApp portal messages, and should we still have time on our hands, we would get back to the voice calls. But keep in mind, this is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you an audiovisual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. We'll say this because we have a bragging right, and guess who gave it to us? You did. All right, now let's get on to the WhatsApp. I see quite a number of messages now, starting off with this one. It says, good morning, my brother Udwak Daniel. Good morning to you too, and good morning to your technical team in the studio. Thank you for being thoughtful. It says, this is Samuel from Kuje. Right, welcome, Samuel. It says, these National Assembly members who are busy talking about single tenure should know that some of us are not interested in how many years they stayed in office. Our interest is give us good roads, functional hospitals, putting our schools in proper state, adequate security, constant power supply, food security, good water supply, things that will put food on the masses' table. I rest my case. Have a great and fulfilled day. UD says, thank you. You've spoken comprehensive wisdom, Samuel. Now let's take this one from Sanusi from Suleja. And he says, good morning, Barrister Dan. All right, good morning to you too, please. I think they should allow Muslims to celebrate Salah in peace. Strike should be suspended and let people go about their businesses without any fear of strikes. Sanusi, you've made a loud statement. Seriously, nobody was actually looking at that, but you've brought it on. Thank you for that one. He ends with thanks. Thank you too. And I see this one now. It says it's coming from Team from Lube. It says, good morning, Udwak Daniel. Good morning to you too. It says, please, may I ask what exactly happened to the grains from Ukraine? Okay, team is staring the table. Anyways, team, some question you asked there. I see this one too here. It says, good morning, Mr. UD. My name is Udokama. Good morning to you too. It says it's messaging from Utako. All right, it says, what did bandits want from Nigeria? They're killing our people every day. Please, let them tell us what we did. Let's see how to beg them. And thanks, have a great day. Has it come to this now? Will we have to now begin to beg the bandits? I mean, it's serious. This is serious business, right? I feel where you're coming from, Udokama. Seriously, I do feel it. I mean, we're having our people, our brothers, our sisters on a daily. We see it on the news, and it's almost becoming a norm. Well, I give a sigh of, okay, I'll just leave it there. But I'm seeing Abaz right now reporting from Dutse. He says, good morning, Sir UD. Good morning to you. On 6 years rotational presidency, let our lawmakers propose 6 without rational presidency. rotational presidency, okay? Rotating a president will bring problem to Nigeria polity, okay? Our lawmakers need to know we're battling with this issue of state of origin, which is a problem for us, whereby people first identify with themselves before Nigeria. Well, again, the NFF technical department and coach Finidi George should be fired. Those guys in the glass house know nothing, next to nothing about football, all right? Abbas, you say fire them, let them leave, because they're not helping. Alrighty, I see this one now. I'll just take this and then we get into the voice notes. Okay, so this one says, good morning, Obongudwak Daniel. Good morning to you too. Stay blessed, you say. Stay blessed too. Since the former governor of Kaduna State, Al Rufai, was accused of misappropriating or embezzling a whopping sum of 423 billion naira during his tenure, the anti-graft agency seemed to have gone to sleep. Most Nigerians are eager to see what will come out from the probe because of holier-than-thou attitude usually exhibited by the accused. We want the EFCC to use the same dexterity normally employed to hunt down Yahoo boys to pursue this case. From experience, no former governor in the land had been accused of stealing public funds have ever been successfully prosecuted and jailed. The case of former Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State is still fresh in our memories, according to the late reggae superstar Bob Marley in one of his hit tracks, until the philosophy that holds one race superior and another inferior is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned, everywhere is war. I don't want no wars. God bless Nigeria, he says. Comrade Olabasi, Buhari Area Council. You've really brought to the fore some very, very almost swept under the carpet issues right there. And I'm hoping that the EFCC, as many Nigerians are open to, will indeed wake up and look into these issues respectively. All right, let's get on to some of your voice messages right there, if not all of it, right? Okay, let's start with this one.
Good morning, Uda.
Good morning.
All our callers and listeners on this platform. My name is Eric.
All right, Eric.
You see, it's always heartbreaking when you read out some news about corruption cases and allegations. You know, people steal public funds without empathy. You know, 2.8 billion naira contracts not executed by the immediate past aviation minister, and his own director of procurement are come to testify against him. That is just one out of many. So Uduak, tell me, when you come online and say, let's keep praying for Nigeria, let's keep pushing Nigeria well, please, is this how Nigeria will get better? Come on, let's not lie to ourselves. Politicians, people saddled with responsibility, we come get into office and they will steal billions of naira. Now please, let me ask Olajide, GP, Aladdin, these honest questions, please. Yes, we are so quick to compare Nigeria with other sinner crime, but please, is this how taxpayers' funds have been stolen in those countries? And even if it happened in such crime, please, is this how the politicians get away with such corruption cases? Please, these are questions begging for answers. In as much as I wish this country well, honestly, we can't keep praying for Nigeria to get better, and we keep hearing of things like this that is not protecting the image of the country well. And I mean, people steal without impunity. Only God can just rescue the soul of this country. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
All right, only God can rescue right now, you say. Let's get on to hear from Selassie.
Good morning to Udwak Daniel.
Good morning to you.
Awolona, Otutoma, Ekaro, Inakwana, and I greet the listeners and callers of this great radio station.
That's right.
I want to start by talking about minimum wage that they are talking. I blame Labour for one thing. When President says subsidy is gone, we remember in 2012, these people in power, they occupy Lagos and Abuja. They say kill corruption, not subsidy. Instead of Labour to come out that time to say no, kill corruption, not subsidy. What are you going to do to see that our refinery works? They keep mute because they believe they are waiting for them at this point. And look at what is going on. And I don't think they will get what they want. That is it. They won't get what they want. Now, we are talking about insecurity. How many security men being killed in Katsina? When we talk about insecurity, some people will feel as if we are, hey, they don't care. Hey, what them bring the issue of insecurity now? We are talking. And some people, because it hasn't touched you. It hasn't touched you. That is why when we talk about insecurity, some people feel as if we are saying nothing. So government, we are urging them to do something about this insecurity. Suleiman Nafulani, I greet you. Usman Dawara, I greet you. Elder Onoja, I greet you. Thank you for giving me the privilege. Nagodi.
All right, thank you, Selassie, for that one right there. And I see that you kept the time. Well done. This is what I'm talking about. These are family members who indeed know the ethics of it. And let's get on to this one right here.
Good morning, Udwak.
Good morning.
This is Alami. I'm sending this message from Lagos presently. I greet the listeners and callers of our Darling station.
Yeah.
Mr. Udwak.
Yes, please.
NSC under Joajero should stop, forcing their own selfish and greedy personal interest, lacing it up with the interest of the workers. the Argon, Association of Local Governments in Nigeria, which is also a working, an organ of the NLC, has come out to say, look, the local government cannot afford to pay 60,000. The organized private sector, who is also a member of the NLC, has also come out to back the federal government proposal for the 62,000. So Joe Ajero must understand that it is time for us to have a decentralized wage structure in the country like it is done in other clients. If federal government can pay 100,000, go ahead and pay. If state government has said they cannot afford to pay, then you should go to that state. You take the battle to them in the states. I think the federal government has exonerated itself. If the local government say they cannot afford to pay, then take the battle to them at the local government. I will be surprised if the government fold its arm again and allow NLC, to sabotage us, and also make a coup attempt again by shutting down the country.
All right, that's way past what we have bargained for in terms of the timing. But anyways, though, Alamein, you've made your point loudly and clearly. Let's get on to yet another right now. This one right here. Let's go.
Good morning, Mr. Yudi. Good morning to you.
That's right.
I'm Engineer Moses from Kaduna Road.
Welcome aboard,
I want to say a take on the minimum wage. The issue of Nigeria is not minimum wage. Please, if the federal government wants to do the needful, they should return the subsidy back so that everything will be normal in the market. Go to the market and price commodity and see. The price is skyrocketing every blessed day, every hour. A common man cannot afford to buy one model of beans. What a disgrace to Nigeria. Please, I'm advising the Labour and the federal government to come to conclusion to minimum wage. Because that's not the issue of ground. The issue of ground is inflation. Please. Thank you.
All right, please and please, loads of pleases flying around there, but these pleases are not just for fun. Indeed, this please is always spoken, from a place of deep heartedness, and these pleas should be complied with, because I believe it's not just speaking for himself. It's speaking for a cross-section of Nigerians right there. I've got bills to pay. I'll be right back in a jiffy. Don't go away.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja. Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Please listen to this infomercial.
Good day, listeners. I am Blessing Agbo, the coordinator of A-Level School of Basic and Preliminary Studies, announcing admission into Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, Ogbomosho, Oyo State, for Maraba, Kubwa, and Suleja resource centers on weekends or for part-time. The following programs
Through
are
our research
available
and policy memos, we have identified the challenges facing youth civic participation. Now, it's time to equip you with the tools you need to engage with government agencies and elected leaders effectively. Are you tired of feeling sidelined in the governance process? Do you want to make a difference in your community? Don't let your voice go unheard. Tune in to Eagles 102.3 FM, Abuja, every Tuesday at 11 a.m. on the Civic Marches. And
from Milky Way to Earth, everywhere there's internet, you can connect with Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Log on to our website, www.eaglesfm.com. Follow and engage with us now on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok at Eagles FM Abuja, Instagram at Eagles FM 1023.
Download Enterprises, Maraba, Nasarawa State. Al Nuru Baru Plaza, Kaura, Panteka by Mayor Bus Stop, Suleja, Niger State. Note, lecturers and secretaries can apply for employment. For more details, call the coordinator on 080-5372-1862. That is 080-5372-1862. This is a work and study program. Come and upgrade yourself academically.
No offense to the commercials. It's just that we want to see other audio.
Eagles 102.3.
It is Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, where we give you That's right. Audiovisual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. And yes, I see this message right there. I would also want to implore you to get onto the Facebook page wall, give us a like right there, give us a following, as well as share, and let this message or broadcast get across to a mass community on social media, especially Facebook, Twitter, as well as YouTube. Okay, this one says also Francis Namani watching live from Amagunze in Enugu State. Thank you so much. It says greetings from here and keep up the good work. Thank you, Ozo Francis. And now let's I see some messages came aboard so quickly. I shall take. I see this one. It says good morning Uduak Abasi Obong. Wow, awesome. You called that. That's a complete package. Well, thank you so much, Linus from Brick City, Kubwa, Abuja, Mr. Linus, that is. Let's unite and advocate for what concerns and what would benefit the general public instead of joining the NLC to push for outlandish amount. Understand the guise of minimum wage for a few sets of selfish people. We are not all civil servants. I get that. All right, finally, this one says, good morning, UD. Good morning to you too. When will federal government and Nigeria Labour Congress settle on the issue of strike? Okay, settle the issue of strike today. Dialogue, okay, tomorrow. That has no final solution once and for all. Okay, now that's not very clear, but I think you're trying to say that, look, maybe that time has come for the federal government and the NLC to settle these issues, and so that we can just move on once and for all with our lives and face other issues, please. All right, anyways, this is where we say bye-bye, as I want to appreciate each and every one of us that brought your voice, your golden voice, your very, very special voice into this discourse this morning. Vic and Vic is already here and is going to be taking you on sports on Eagles Wings. His voice will be next. I am Uduak Daniel. Don't go away.
Sorry for the inconvenience.
I suppose it was inevitable.
Eagles 102.3.
The vibe is about to be lit. Don't you just love good music? I know you do. I don't really care if you're older on Eagles 102.3 FM.
Effectively. Are you